Hey everybody, it's Emily, the Crazy Worm Lady. I'm here today with our Worm Factory 360. And we added a ton of bedding last week, as well as some food. And I do see a lot more springtails today, but I was expecting that. But I'm also impressed with the number of worms that are top feeding and seem to be doing pretty well. So let's see. One of our melon rinds. They seem to be having fun there. Here's another melon rind. It's a hair, maybe a hair dry. Kind of finding that balance. Ooh, but the banana. The banana seems to be where they're all at. Oh no. Check that out. I mean, they're perfectly in the shape of the banana. And there's still the banana flesh in there. That looks awesome. So, if you look, that was all the flesh of the banana, and here's the skin. It'll take a lot longer for the skin to break down, but they're well into it. Bananas are always a hit, we know that, but still always fun to watch. And another melon rind. Still working at it. But all in all, this is looking really nice. They're all throughout the feeding that we gave them. I'm not seeing a ton of beetles or anything like that. So all in all, this has been a success, I would say. I think adding bedding is always a good answer if you're frustrated with some problems that you're having in the worm bin. So just going to turn this up a little bit over here. Still have some newspaper here and there. But this tray is pretty full, so I think we're going to start a new tray today. Trying to get some of these larger pieces of bedding out of the bottom because I'll move them up to start our new tray. It'll kind of jumpstart the new level for us. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of action anywhere else other than that feeding area. So I am going to get a feeding together, get our new tray on here, and we'll get these guys fed up and see if we can keep the good times rolling in here. There's a banana peel. Another one, I didn't realize I had put multiple. Always a favorite. Okay, so a fresh tray here on the Worm Factory. I pulled out the larger pieces of bedding. I pulled out some of the banana peels, things that already had some worms on them, so that we would have a good base to get ourselves started. And as you can see, there's a very good number of worms throughout all of here. So I'm not going to fit this tight because we want the worms to work their way up to this level. But I did think that starting with some of these food sources would be helpful, because I want them to finish what's in the layer below, but at the same time, they take a long time to work their way up, so I still want to make sure there's plenty of appetizing food for them up here. So I'm going to add a good layer of coconut coir, and we'll feed a little bit more, and that will be our initial start for this week. As a matter of fact, let's feed first. So I'm just going to put some additional pieces of soup stock, things like that, that I cooked this week. This has been frozen and thawed, and it is steaming only because I blasted it on the stovetop for a minute. It's actually not hot, it's still cold, but I blasted it on the stovetop to break it up because it was still frozen solid. So I don't want to overdo this. So I think that should be more than enough. And I'm going to sprinkle some eggshell and we'll top this all off with some coconut coir. Healthy amount to get started. Alright, so I mean, I literally did a very, very thin layer of this coconut coir over top of our feeding. And I'm going to add a healthy handful of our neem cake, which the jury's still out, but this week I have seen a significant reduction in the number of bugs in my system, so why not? It's not hurting anything. So now our new tray is started. This is going to be the last tray. I said I'm going to stop running more than 3 trays at once because of how compact and muddy the bottom tray gets. So once this tray is finished, we will harvest the bottom tray. So we are off to the start of this tray. So I look forward to following this one from start to finish with you guys. So let me know what you think. Drop your comments below. Like this video, subscribe if you'd like some more content from me, and I'll be back with you guys next week for an update.